Muscle cars that were born to dominate. Untamed power of the 70s. Welcome back to Vintage Wheels Chronicles, the channel where legends roar to life. Today, we're diving deep into the golden age of horsepower, the 1970s. An era when muscle cars ruled the streets, burned rubber at every stoplight, and made sure everyone knew who was boss. These machines weren't just cars. They were statements of raw power and rebellion. So buckle up, because today we're unleashing three beasts that were born to dominate. 1. 1970 Plymouth HEMI Cuda. The 1970 Plymouth HEMI Cuda was pure American aggression on wheels. Under the hood, it packed the legendary 426 HEMI V8. A monster known for its unrelenting torque and earth-shaking roar. With 425 horsepower and a quarter-mile time that left competitors trembling, this car became an instant legend. The design was both menacing and elegant, featuring a shaker hood scoop and bold Cuda stripes that screamed performance. Every line, every detail was made to intimidate. It wasn't just fast, it was wild, raw, and untamed. On the drag strip, the HEMI Cuda was feared by anyone daring enough to line up beside it. Its engine demanded respect and premium fuel. Inside, the cockpit wrapped around the driver like a fighter jet, reminding you that this car meant business. Collectors still call it the king of Mopars, and for good reason. It symbolized the height of Chrysler's muscle era, before emissions rules began to silence the giants. Even today, when a HEMI Cuda fires up, it's not just noise, it's history coming alive. Every sound from that engine is a reminder of a time when engineers chased performance above all else. It remains one of the most sought-after muscle cars ever made, often commanding prices well into seven figures. And no matter how technology advances, few modern cars can match its raw soul. The HEMI Cuda wasn't built to impress. It was built to dominate. It's not just a car. It's a legend forged in smoke, steel, and adrenaline. 2. 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Z/28. When Chevrolet introduced the Z/28, they weren't aiming for luxury. They were aiming to win. Built for the Trans Am Racing Series, this wasn't your average Camaro. It featured a high-revving 302 cubic inch V8, designed for one thing: performance. Unlike many muscle cars of its day, the Z/28 wasn't just about straight-line speed. It was about balance and control. It could take corners, tear down straightaways, and still look incredible doing it. With its dual stripes, aggressive stance, and precise handling, it became a driver's dream. The Z/28 embodied the spirit of competition, and the roar of its small-block engine was unmistakable. It didn't rely on massive cubic inches. It relied on engineering finesse. Drivers loved how it responded instantly to every input, like a race car tamed for the streets. In 1969, the Z/28 became one of the most iconic Camaros ever built, and arguably the best-handling muscle car of its time. It was proof that muscle didn't always have to be brutal. It could be smart. Collectors today still chase original Z/28s with matching engines and trim. They're holy grails in the Camaro world. On the road, it's an experience that connects you directly to the golden era of American performance. Even after more than 50 years, the Z28's blend of agility and aggression remains unmatched. It's not just a machine, it's a message that true power comes from control. And when it comes to the perfect mix of beauty, balance, and brawn, the 1969 Camaro Z/28 is still a champion. 3. 1971 Dodge Charger R T446 pack. If you wanted a muscle car that looked like it could knock down walls, this was it. The 1971 Dodge Charger R-T with the 446 pack engine was pure intimidation. That triple carburetor setup gave it both brutal power and a sound that could shake the earth. With 390 horsepower and a mountain of torque, the Charger RT was one of the meanest Mopars on the street. It combined size, style, and savagery in perfect harmony. The 1971 redesign gave it a wide, aggressive stance, almost predatory. Its split grille, hidden headlights, and muscular lines made it look ready to pounce. But the real magic happened when you pressed the gas. The six-pack roared to life, launching this heavyweight with surprising quickness. It could do the quarter mile in just over 13 seconds, no small feat for a car of its size. Inside, it was surprisingly refined, comfortable enough for cruising, yet focused enough for racing. The Charger RT was both a muscle car and a statement. Power doesn't need permission. It became a symbol of Dodge's fearless attitude and remains a cult favorite among Mopar enthusiasts. Whether at car shows or drag strips, it always turns heads and steals hearts. It represents the last great wave before the muscle era began to fade. When you hear that six-pack rumble, it's like thunder from the past, reminding us of an age when Detroit built legends. The 1971 Charger RT wasn't just powerful, it was unapologetically bold. And that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. These three machines weren't built to be practical. They were built to make history. Each one carried the raw passion of an era when cars were more than transportation. They were freedom, rebellion, and power on four wheels. From the mighty HEMI Cuda to the agile Camaro Z28 and the thunderous Charger RT, these legends defined what it meant to dominate the road. They remind us that true performance isn't just about numbers, it's about heart. If you enjoyed this trip through muscle car history, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to Vintage Wheels Chronicles for more stories of speed, power, and nostalgia. Because here, we don't just talk about cars, we relive the legends.